And welcome. My name is Shannon. My pronouns are they, them. And today we have something a little different. We are going to look at a few reclined postures, things that we can practice in bed. I like to do some of these things in the morning before I get up. And this way you just kind of get a little better view of what's happening. You'll see I've got a bed pillow here, and I'm going to use this as a prop because that's usually what we have in bed if needed, but you may not want the prop, and that's cool too. So I'm going to start laying down. Just finding a comfortable position, maybe raising the knees, planting the feet on the ground or on the bed, and taking a few moments just to kind of notice what's happening in the body. Sometimes when we wake up, it can take a minute or two for us to really kind of know what's going on, to separate dream from reality. It can be helpful maybe to take a few deep breaths, maybe in through the nose, out through the mouth if that feels good, but breathe however does feel good. I like to have the hands against the body just for that added bit of sensory feedback, that little extra bit of connection. And then maybe when we're ready, taking a nice long stretch with the arms, with the legs, maybe kind of rolling the wrist, rolling the ankles. Beautiful. Maybe bringing the legs and arms towards the right side of the body. Taking a nice long stretch here. Coming back through center and doing the same thing on the left. Beautiful. And we're ready, coming back again through center. Maybe bringing the arms out into a T. Maybe bringing the legs nice and wide into this kind of 5-pointed star. In Yin, sometimes this is called pentagram. Just kind of noticing the distance between the hands, between the feet, between our right hand and right foot, our left hand and left foot. Just kind of noticing the space that we take up and letting ourselves take up that space. Beautiful. And when we're ready, we'll kind of slowly pull back into the body. Again, I like to raise the knees, letting the feet rest on the bed or floor. Maybe taking a few windshield wipes with the knees, kind of rocking from side to side. And we might bring the knees down to the right side. So we can do this with the feet further apart. We can do it with the legs kind of stacked. That's a little uncomfortable for me. I like to do it with the legs a bit further apart, letting the knees kind of rest down. And remember, we can always grab our blanket or and kind of stuff it under the knee if we want some support, or a pillow. When we're ready, we can come back up and down on the opposite side. Beautiful. Coming back through center. Maybe a few more rocks here. Then we're going to come over onto the right side of the body. Of course, you can start on the left, wherever feels comfortable. I'm gonna bring my right arm up above me. Maybe stack the legs. Take a moment here, and I'm gonna see if I can open the heart space a little bit. So I might bring my right arm behind me. Nice big stretch. Or if we want something a little bit more calm, we can put the hand on the hip and pull the shoulder back. Beautiful. Coming back through center, we can flip to the opposite side, do the same thing there. Again, we can take a nice big stretch. Take a nice soft stretch. You can kind of mix it up on the day. And we'll come back through center, maybe coming on to the belly. Maybe bringing the elbows beneath the shoulders, placing the tops of the feet against the bed. Maybe just a little bit of rocking, a little bit of movement to feel that grounding through the pelvis. And here we might have the come through seal. So grounding the hands down into the bed. We can keep them in front of us. Coming up, lifting the head, getting a little bit of stretch through the back. And we can also bring maybe the right arm down, coming through a little bit of a twist. Left elbow down, looking towards the right for a bit of a twist. And then come back down here. I can rest on the pillow, and I might bring the left leg up. Just taking a moment, letting that hip joint open in this prone tree. And then maybe switching sides. Beautiful. Coming back through center. We might bring the hands beneath the shoulders, press through tabletop. Maybe push the sit bones back. Come back through center. We might keep a couple of cat-cows here, so lowering the belly, raising the hips, raising the head for cow. Exhale, rounding the spine for cat. Beautiful. If this doesn't feel good, you can also do this from a seated position. We can take as many of these as we like. I usually do 3 or 4. And then we're going to come onto our bum. So depending on the type of bed you have, you might want to sit at the edge of the bed and let the feet hang down. You might want to sit knees together, or feet soles together, knees apart, or in a wide-legged position. If you want to do seated cat-cow, we can shine the heart open, lifting the chin, exhale, rounding. Again, for as many as we would like. But from here, we're going to come into a twist. So I'm going to bring my right hand behind the right bum, left hand towards the left side of the body, opening the shoulders up. Beautiful. When we're ready on our inhale, we might lift, float forward, bringing the left hand down to the side, right hand towards the left side of the body, opening up. Now remember, in the morning, sometimes we can be a bit stiff and we might not come into positions the same way we do when our body is warmed up, and that's okay. We're ready, lifting, floating forward, maybe hinging forward at the hips. Again, if our feet are hanging off the bed, we might press the hands into the knees or walk the hands down to the floor. I'm seated like this, so I have my belly between my legs, walking my arms forward, taking a few breaths here. I'd like to take a moment to direct my breath into the back body. So maybe noticing the shoulder blades pulling apart as I inhale. And exhale, releasing, letting myself be soft. Again, breathing into the back. And exhaling, soft. When we're ready, we can slowly walk the hands back along the body, coming back upright. Usually, I know for me in the morning, kind of getting things going is helpful, but also it gives us a chance to ground in sensation. And since most of this practice, even though it's physical, is really about grounding, we'll take a few moments at the end of the practice to allow ourselves to prepare for the day. So maybe bringing the hands to heart center, we can place the hands against the body, anything that feels good and helps you connect to you. We might notice our inhales and exhales. Maybe take a moment to notice how the body feels this morning. Maybe if our movement was easier or a little bit more intense than usual. Maybe noticing if it was harder to get moving this morning or if we really craved that movement. The important thing here is to remove judgment. We're not even trying to ask why. We're just recognizing where we are in this moment and making space for that. And after we've spent some time noticing, we might allow an intention to arise. It might be something that comes to us. It might be something that we have been working towards in our practice or in our daily life. But whatever that intention is, we'll speak to it as if it is currently happening. So if, say, you wanted to be more mindful throughout the day, we might say, I will move mindfully, or I am moving mindfully through my day. My favorite right now is I am noticing. And we can sit with this intention for as long as we like. And whenever we are ready, start to bring movement back into the body. And go about our day. Thank you so much for spending this time with me, and I hope to see you again soon.